How you going out there? Today I've got some red Gum Burl. I got it from Robbo's house. Um, One of my lives, I'm pretty sure he showed some pictures of some burls that he got. So if you want to fish through those lives and find that, you're more than welcome to. This is like this piece is kind of in the middle, so doesn't actually have any burly looking bits on it, but I seen it get cut from a burl, so I know. It was cut so that it was the size that is made for this lathe, 8 inches round. 8 inches square doesn't work. So 8 inches round. Robbo cut them up for me on his nice big bandsaw that he's got. Cut them up with his chainsaw. Anyway, so I'm going to make a bowl. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I might finish it today. I most probably won't. I'm really not that fussed. I'm not going to rush it. And this morning I was going to burn. The camphor bowl, but I did a little bit of burning on the bottom. I didn't like it, so I didn't worry about it. Didn't think it would look very nice, and so I just left it. Left the tenon on it just for now because I still want to. I'll let the wax soak in a little bit. A couple of days before I take it off. This was a bark inclusion here. We actually didn't realise, Robbo and myself didn't realise how deep that was going to go. We thought it was going to end before I got to this point. Otherwise, I would have made that the bottom of the bowl and got rid of it completely. Anyway, so in a consequence of that, it got, from me sanding and stuff, it got a lot of heat cracks coming out, radiating out. Hang on, Sid, I'll let you in a sec. Yeah, so a lot of it's hard to see on the camera. It shits me off, to be honest, but you think there's a lot of chatoyance in it and stuff, and it's really nice. How you going?
Good, mate. That hole adds $50 to the value, mate.
Yeah, that's what Robbo said. So like it's got spots here where it's really, really white. I left some of the sawdust in there so that it wouldn't all fall apart.
Yeah, no, it still looks good. I like it.
Something different.
Yeah. And that's that camphor laurel, is it?
Yeah.
So you should be breathing easy now.
Oh, yeah. Every time I open the shed.
Shed smells like Vicks.
Yeah, I got 2 blocks of that, and that was the smaller block. How you going, Blair?
Howdy.
Howdy. What? Huh? So, title says it all.
Hey, Blair.
Hey, good day, Sid. How you going?
Not too bad. I've gone high tech now. I've got a movable camera, so I can give you a tour of the shop.
Just a footnote for everyone. We're live already, okay? So
I'm not swearing, honest.
Yeah, I know. All right. See this here? I burnt it this morning. Just give it with the pyrography machine. Hang on, I'll switch the camera around a bit. It's got like a bit. All the pieces are handmade. The pieces that go inside this burner, and one of the ones that I got with it looks exactly like the spring in a peg, clothesline peg. So I'm just making marks going along there, and then I sanded it back a bit just to see what it looked like. Because I tried it on the camphor and I didn't like it, so on the very bottom where I could sand it off and no one may not see it. It looks much better on the red gum, that's for sure. Yeah, so I'm a bit. It's got a decent size, a bark inclusion there, and I like. I don't know if it's bark or not. Sometimes it's got like what do you call it? The resins of the tree, the sap and stuff dries in there, and it goes like that glassy kind of color.
Yeah,
look.
yeah, resin. It's still called resin.
Yeah, I smashed a little bit of it out to have a look in there, and so I decided I'd make that the bottom. So hopefully I'll get rid of it, get rid of most of it. Maybe, maybe not. It might just be a feature and be extra money, I suppose. But yeah, it's I can just get my fingers in between the bed and the. I'll turn this one down this time. I had it up 3/4 speed before. I don't think I'll tempt that with this big bugger. I think that'll just tear my shed a new one and keep going next door somewhere.
So I was playing around with the computer in my shed, and this is one of my cameras out of the shed. But on the computer in the shed, it wouldn't work.
Yep.
It was showing as a fault, so I've put it on the laptop I cart around with me, and as soon as I plugged it in, it loaded and it's going fine. So.
Yep. Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about some cameras, I've got one that flickers and one that doesn't.
Is this one flickering?
Yeah. But it's only because of the lights that are in the shop. That's all. It's just the fluoro lights that do it. The different.
These are not fluoros. These are LEDs. Yeah. That's why I'm surprised.
Mine still does it with my LED floodlight.
Okay.
So it's something to do with the frame rate. Like the one that doesn't do it, the camera that I'm on now, that's 1080p, and the other one is only 720. So that's what I can only put it down to. It's just not.
Okay. I'm not sure what this one is.
It's not how you make porridge.
It's a hardly normal special. Hardly normal special.
Oh yeah. You'd think it would be alright, mate.
Oh, they're cheap. They had it in the specials bin out the front. But the one I replaced it with in the shed was like a $16 eBay special. And it almost looks identical to it, and it seems to work fine.
Yep. Any customers today?
Actually, haven't had any for half an hour or so, but it was a busy morning. I've sold a bit of stuff today, which is nice. Even sold one of my tops. So I made $4, and everybody else has made about $100.
Yep, been there.
It's all good fun.
Yep. I think Robbo's got customers today.
Okay.
He was just waiting on some to make a decision for something, so I guess they've made the decision.
With the red gum, Jay, if you even think it's getting dull, give it a sharpen, because you'll find it'll be really hard on the tool. It's going to have some rip and grain in it that day. You can see it already coming out.
When I had to go to J-Car over in Melbourne to get the double cigarette lighter to get rewired up, there was a shop next to it called Bargain Depot.
Yeah.
Man, I wasn't game enough to go in there, but Amber and Julie went in there the next day, right? Look at the size of these scourers, would you?
Oh, cool.
30 centimeters by 25 centimeters, and it was a 10-pack for about like $2 or $3.
Oh, that's a good price.
Yeah.
So I reckon Shirley could probably get them from the supplier at the shop, but I just about guarantee it won't be $2 or $3.
Yeah, and then this is what one pad is cut up to, you see? So
Yep.
about that size. Not that's about the average size of the cheap ones in the shop.
Like a normal scour size.
Yeah. I wasn't game enough to go in there, and because I just would have spent too much money, right? Stuff this, I'm going back to Robbo. This thing keeps stalling out too much.
You've been spoilt, mate. Like I'm stalling both my lathes out all the time at the moment. Trying to take too big. Once you get more confident with the cuts, and you have the ability to take a bigger cut, but the lathe doesn't have the ability to cut it.
No, it's naughty. Naughty.
That was why I like that 3040 that Robbo did the review on. If he couldn't stall that, I shouldn't be able to stall it either.
Well, it's got the same power.
Hey?
Have they got the same power?
No, it's that, you know, the Woodfast 3040 that Robbo went down the road and did a review on.
Yeah.
It's a 3 horsepower lathe, and he said he couldn't. I've chatted to him about it, and he said he couldn't stall it.
Yeah.
He can stall most lathes, so.
Yeah.
Well, you're a ways off getting that yet.
I reckon there's a couple of lathes at his house he can't stall either. They're monsters. You can sleep a family on the small ones.
I'm just thinking of one that I've got some chance of getting hold of to be able to do it. You get lots of sharpening practice doing red gum. Are you noticing an obvious difference each time you go and sharpen and come back to it, Joe?
Sorry, what was that?
So are you noticing an obvious difference each time you sharpen and go back to it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
And then I kicked myself. Why did you wait so long to sharpen it?
You'll get plenty of practice sharpening anyway. I've got a visitor coming, so I'm going to duck out for a while.
Hello, hello.
Howdy. Going on?
Had a bit of running around to do.
All done for the day then?
Not quite. Still farting around. How's that turning?
Yeah, not bad as long as I keep the tool sharp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's the secret of everything.
Yeah. That's not too bad. Just keeping an eye on this.
Yeah.
And then I would assume it's most probably joined to that. But there's lots of it.
That's the joys of red gum burl, unfortunately.
That's right. I don't mind. I'm just... If something goes flying out, even if it is just a bit of the glassy resin dried out, I'll still stop and make sure it wasn't a piece of wood.
Oh, that's always a cool idea.
It's got some nice rippling effect in it.
Good day, Dave. How are you?
How you going, Dave? If you can see that on the camera, the waviness going through it.
No, I can't. It's a bit too bright in the light, I think.
That shape's enough, isn't it?
Sorry?
That shape's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, now you got it round over the top bit. Take that edge off so that you get a curve up it.
Yep.
But just take the corner off. Don't take any off the top. Just take the corner off. That chisel sounds blunt.
Yeah, that's probably. Might as well just leave the grinder turned on.
What have you been up to, Dave?
Now all the people that are having the rainfall are going to have a mouse plague.
Yeah, probably.
That's a news story that just popped up.
Oh, right.
Wowzers, Dave. You're keen. What do you do? Interesting.
Yeah, that'll keep you busy, I suppose.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah. Is it? Do you do like the border stuff, or do you do more in the city?
Right, just keep maintaining that curve.
Yeah.
How game are you feeling, Jay?
Hit me.
Try that big chisel I gave you.
Are you talking about the carbide one?
It's not carbide.
Well, not carbide. I mean the hollower rather.
No, the other one. The gouge.
Yeah.
That one.
Why is it going to bite?
No, just keep the bevel rubbing and you'll be right. It should be exactly the same angle as what yours is. Just remember, keep maintaining that curve. Don't get flat spots in it.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just getting used to the holding the bigger toe. That's it. And it going.
Well, hold it down on the rest with your thumb. Dave said he works 6 states in the southeast United States. So he's a travelling man.
Yeah, that'll definitely keep you busy. That's for sure. My thumb fits in it. Like
Yeah.
I might go back to the other ball in a minute.
Move the rest a little bit closer. And move the flute over to 45 degrees. It looks like you got it upright. Dave said he handles more administration work.
What was that?
Dave said he handles more administration work instead of being in the field.
Oh, yeah. How you going, Chris?
Now,
Chris.
watch out. You're starting to lose that curve a little bit. Good day,
Yeah,
Chris.
Yeah, I've noticed.
So come further down.
So what I was
Take a
just
little-
trying to get, I was just trying to get a little bit more of this top that's flat.
Yeah, well, get rid of it. Move up to where you finish the cut and just carry that cut through. Right.
Maybe another project I'll try that tool. It's a good one, but yeah. I'll have to use the hollower to do some weights so I can hold the other tool. You can laugh if you want. I'm laughing.
I
At
will.
me?
Don't worry.
At me. Yeah, I know. After, I suppose.
were working, it was hot, weren't they?
That's generally what happens, eh?
Well, yeah.
Hey, Amber,
Yes?
Julie wanted you to know that she picked up 3 T-shirts and a pair of shorts yesterday for $4.
Whoa!
Oh, damn.
Was that at TK Maxx?
No, I think it was Target or somewhere.
Oh,
Nice. I think Amber will be back in a couple of days just to do shopping.
I'm back there to shop.
She's just teasing Amber now.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh, this looks like.
Sure, that's what you
Yeah.
said.
Good night, Dave.
Yeah, thanks for coming in,
Well-
Dave. Take it easy.
Now, don't make that straight, whatever you do. Keep curving it up towards where the other curve is.
That was one thing I was a bit curious about, actually, when I was making that curve, and I'm like, does it need to be dead straight? No, I won't make it dead straight, just in case.
No, well, that's what ruins them. So you just take a little bit off there. You don't keep the chisel cutting the whole way. Just take a bit and come back to it and start again. No, don't. Come back to the bottom and start again, and just take light cuts out up near the top. G'day, John. How are you?
How you going, John?
Right, now, if you have a look at the profile of it, you've got a little bit of a flat spot from where you'd finished turning there. So you've just got to blend that in now.
Oh, just here.
No, down.
Oh, there.
In the middle there, yeah. But you just start the chisel, take the little bit out of the centre and the chisel ease off so that you get a curve into it. Oh, g'day, Neil. You only remove where you have to remove timber from. Just imagine what the shape looks like and then get rid of the high spots.
How you going, Neil? Hopefully a bowl. It's a red Gum Burl. You've won your $50 chuck out. That's lasted pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, I don't know what you've got in America, but I only use ever Technatool or Vic Mark. Yeah, the G3 is a good chuck, but I'd go for the SN2 if you can afford it.
That's what I've got here, Chris. What was the one I used at your house for the yellow box?
That was a Vic Mark, I think. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. They don't make a coring system small enough for the lathe that I've got now. Oh, you had one cord out.
I'm trying to work out what you're saying there. Sighted out some more yesterday, but killed the finger, so back to TV today. Oh, cord out. Right, now I'm with you. Right. Sorry, Neil.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to work out what it was.
Now, see how you got a flat spot? Just get a pencil for a minute.
Right there.
No. There.
Right there.
Right. Put the pencil line down there. Put a pencil line around it.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Down. There. Right, move down towards the bottom. Keep going. There. No, up, there. Now, between those two lines, just curve it in a little bit, all right? Not too much. And don't take any off each edge of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have spell check. And you're right, Chris, there's a heck of a lot to choose from. I don't know any of the American brands at all, so the Vic Mark and the Technotool are the only two that I really know. Except for a few cheapies out here. That looks better. Can you move that camera across so I can get a profile of it rather than looking at the end of it?
Yeah. I'll just mute it because I'll mute it. Because, okay.
I'll mute you. I'll mute you. Yeah, that's not bad, Joe. Oh no, not the red tape again.
Yeah. Can't use your precious zip ties.
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll put the tenon on it and see what it looks like.
All right.
Neil says, so obviously back home, Joe. Enjoy the trip. No, he hated every minute of it. Neil?
The worst part was coming home, to be honest. I'm the worst tourist Melbourne has ever seen. I stayed in Robbo's shed the whole time. Except to go to JCar and buy a part for my car, and that was it. Yes. I came back to this stalling little shit.
G'day, Blair.
How you going, Blair?
Sorry I had to drop out on you. I had a emergency phone call that I had to go rescue somebody from a leaking toilet.
Well, they shouldn't put their head down it.
Yeah.
What a shit job.
Yeah, but you know, it was 5 minutes of work. I took more time driving there than fixing it. So, whatever.
Well, I suppose in case you're interested anyway, Blair. Never the same thing all the time.
It's true. It's very true. So, remember I was telling you about my father-in-law?
Yeah, how's it going?
He ended up going into surgery, had 5 blood clots in his head.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Wow, that's a lot.
yeah, they operated on him and he's okay. So,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. Somebody's killing a cat or something. Can you hear him?
Don't be bloody rude. That's Maria Callas at her best.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Other than talking about pens, that's a good way to get a reaction out of Robbo, isn't it?
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Something different, eh?
Yeah. I like it.
You really don't have to worry about straightening that up, Joe, as long as the tenon's long enough.
You know what? Every other time I haven't straightened it up and it's bounced out the bloody chuck just because of that little bit that I didn't take off. Come on, out with it. Don't keep it bottled up.
Learn how to use a bloody chisels properly then.
That's it. Yeah, you feel better now?
Good, yeah. And the same applies to you too, Neil.
You just say meow.
Hi, Neil. Hi, Chris. And it looks like John C's in the house.
Yeah, John C's there as well somewhere.
Yeah, he's a tree people.
He's one of those odd ones that like those little scroll saw things.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Are you trying to get him to say something?
What's
the
that?
problem was sorry. Go on, you two.
Oh, I just Blair's having a poke at John. I just thought he was trying to get him to say something in the chat, you know. Say something bad enough about a scroll saw and he might chat.
Well, the problem was, Neil, like Neil says, you're supposed to learn while you're at Robbo's, Joe. The problem was it was hard getting his jaw off the ground to get him to do anything.
Yeah.
Are you calling him a slack jaw? Is that what you're saying?
No, his jaw dropped it every time he walked around the corner. Oh, look at this. Look at that. God, bugger me. Look at that.
And then
you know what, Robbo? I would probably have the same problem, only I'd be drooling.
Well, he did that too, and I had to clean it up.
Yeah.
Lucky I got a wet vacuum cleaner.
I had to stop the drooling when I had to go at the burning machine, though, because I really wanted to have a go at that when he pulled it out. No,
I've got a pyrographer on steroids.
Oh,
They actually I've lent it to them so they can use it at home for the moment.
yeah, I saw that earlier. It looks like it's pretty beefy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you wanted to, I reckon it'd burn a hole through metal if you give it a chance.
No, he's never been here before, Neil. God, this is the first time he's been out of South Australia to come across to my place.
John says he's just multitasking. Okay.
What, eating and drinking at the same time? Yeah, I'd leave it at that, Jade. That looks fairly
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Neil, this is Belle from Robbo's house.
So how is that gum to turn? Is it pretty solid or hard to turn or what?
It's actually not too bad, to be honest. I reckon. No way, Melbourne was far enough. No, I think the yellow box that I turned at Robbo's house that exploded on me, that was a lot harder wood. That was, but mind you, that was 400-year-old wood too.
No, yellow box is hardest timber. Well, some of the hardest I've got around here.
Yeah.
If you go up to Neil's, he's got harder timber than that.
Yeah.
Dare I say it? No, I cut that blank, Neil. It was out of a new lot of burl that I got.
Yeah, I watched him cut it. I reckon a couple of those burls that I've got the natural edge on them still. I reckon I'm going to try and preserve that on it as much as I can.
Neil says red gum soft, yellow box is one of the hardest. Good day, Sid. How are you?
Hey,
Hang on,
Roy. Hello again, Blair.
He's there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw him ducking in there. I've changed my camera.
Ah,
Look at that.
Rucho better. No! The evil eye.
You just ruined it.
That one was on the computer in the shed and it wouldn't work, so I thought I'll bring it in here and see if it works. And plugged it in, the driver loaded, and the way it went. So it's not the camera.
Yeah, better sound too.
This has just got one of those little earpieces in too. Probably got
well,
better signal here because I'm in town.
Yeah, well, that's probably right too.
So Jay's having a bit of sharpening practice, I think.
Just a bit.
It's unreal how much difference it makes. Like with red gum, you can really notice the difference from when the tool loses its edge a bit and you go and sharpen it and come back.
So I've got it's got this spot, so make sure that's not on the gap of the jaws, hey?
No, make sure the crack is in the middle of the jaw.
Yep. All right.
You're doing a Captain Cook impression there, Blair. I can see you.
some nice figure in that by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So, Sid, is that your store?
This is the community store, yeah.
Community breast.
You can buy a few succulents if you like,
Oh, nice.
or you can get some food out of the fridge. I recommend the pizza squares.
You've well tested those ones then?
I didn't. Yeah, well, there was two there. Now there's one.
And that'll probably
Not sure what
disappear in an hour or so.
For lunch,
And
yeah.
then you see my right down the back where the brown on the wall. That's my little stand down there. So.
Well, that's a cool idea. I like that. So, how many vendors are actually in there?
So we're getting a few now. We've got I've got a book here with the vendor numbers in it. I reckon it's over 20.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
And how much support do you get from them?
As far as volunteering in the shop, we'd like to see a bit more, but so we've got the number 24 less 3 plus 2, so we've got 23 active members as far as providing stuff to sell.
Yeah.
But we've only got probably half a dozen who are actually doing volunteer hours in the store to keep it open.
Yep. Right, it's normal ratio, then a quarter of them doing most of the work.
Yeah, yep. But we sort of got it set up, or tried to have it set up so that it encourages people to come and do some volunteer hours, because we've got 2 commission rates, because we don't buy anything, everything's put in on commission. And if you just want to put it in and sell it, it's 30% commission. If you want to put it in and sell it, and you're going to do some volunteer hours in the store, and we've got we work out what the minimum number is, then you only pay 20% commission.
Yeah. Now, Jay, how are you going to attack this now?
I need to flatten the face first, don't I?
Yeah, that would be a very good idea. Get that edge level first.
Yeah. Well, I've got the tool rest sat at the highest point.
Yeah.
So kind of gives me an average on how far I need to go down. I can go that way, can't I?
You're better off coming in from the other side and just doing a couple of plunge cuts to get it a bit even for starters.
That's when I start.
Using the wing of the tool.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I've got to say, Robbo, when you sort of said to do those plunge cuts on those uneven faces, it does make a hell of a difference for the tool not bouncing around as much.
Oh, definitely.
So hopefully I'll have my new computer this week. Well, my new refurbished. I bought a refurbished Dell with Windows 10 desktop flare to go out in the shed. I've had the old laptops had a bit of a blue screen of death a couple of times now, so. And that was an ex-rental I bought 2-3 years ago and paid $100 for it. So I've got my money's worth out of it.
It's funny how some people are scared of the blue screen of death, eh? I've had a computer that's been doing that for the last 3 years. I just go, it only does it once every time I turn it on, and then after that it's cool. So I just roll with it.
The trouble with mine, it's done it when I've did it 3 times in a row on that live of yours when I was turning, and probably if I did a factory reset on it, it'd probably resolve it. I did a system restore back to previous to did an update and started doing it. Then I did a system restore back to before the update and turned off the automatic update, which I normally do, and I hadn't done on this one for some reason.
What Windows are you running, Sid?
That one's only running Windows 8. The new one's Windows 10.
Right.
And I've actually got it all pretty much set up now. I've got a 24-inch monitor that was obsolete from work. And over the weekend or yesterday, I had a 24-inch TV, new, still in box, that I've had sitting in the shed out there for probably 18 months, 2 years. Well, actually, I've got a TV in the shed now, so that's a worry. But I've got a HDMI cable to run over to that for a second screen too, so I'll be able to, because I've got the 2 lathes backed against each other, I should be able to see a screen from either lathe.
You think so? That's cool.
So
when are you moving the lounge chair out there, Sid?
I'm not allowed to do that. That's been kiboshed. Apparently, there's a fear that I may not go inside if I do that.
He'll sneak one out there in a garage sale or something, you know.
Well, I've got a car fridge I can put out there.
Just cover it in wood, then well, she won't know, or make it out of pallets and say you're making it for someone.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And how are you going with your outdoor table setting?
I've got all the wood cut.
You had that cut the other day.
No, I had it de-nailed.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've had to cut the size now. So, and I started painting some of it because what I do with that, because it's pallet wood, I paint it all before I put it together.
Yeah.
And then I put another coat of paint over the top after that, but then you don't get all the gaps where the moisture can get into on the joins.
Yeah. Why did it go quiet?
Well, we're waiting for you. See what you're going to do next.
I'm eating pizza.
You'll be waiting a while. Yeah, I had a gyros pack today for lunch.
Jay,
Yes,
can you shift that camera just a little bit so we actually see the face?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I got him to move it before, Blair, so as I could see the profile of it. That was all.
Gotcha.
So you can blame Robbo, okay?
What
So
do you
Robbo's fault.
No, that's
It's always-
the problem.
It's always my fault.
You can't kick Robbo out, Blair, because he can come back and kick everyone else out, including me.
Yeah.
Get for giving him the keys.
Yeah.
That's it, Jay. Right there.
Bugger off. Come and hold the bloody
Not there.
camera.
Not there. Right there.
Come and hold the bloody camera then. Like that.
Yeah.
What's
Only
another
get
thing?
rid of that light.
Right there, like that.
No, get rid of that light.
Oh, there you go. It fell over. That's a perfect shot right there.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just got to get some stuff out.
And John C wants to know, did you get a toy with your hero lunch?
It's called a gyros. Some people call them a kebab. But instead of having bread, it rolled in a pita bread or whatever. I had it in a styrofoam pack, and they put lots more in there. That's why I get it. That's why I get it in that.
Yeah, over
that's
here,
illegal.
No,
That's illegal.
nah, not here. It isn't. It's fine. They give us we have to pay for the knives and forks now. That's extra. Oh, you rude bastards.
Good heavens. Are you serious?
Because they've banned plastic, the one-use plastic here now. So everyone's converted, had no choice but legally to convert over to a fiber-based utensil. And now they're charging 50 cents. It's like, oh, bugger off. You keep that, mate. I'll go to the supermarket just down the road and I'll buy a whole pack for that price.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we told them.
Yes,
Even
John, that's what he means, a gyro.
What?
Over here we call him souvlaki.
Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Victoria's been around a lot longer than South Australia.
Oh, whatever.
We call them euros here.
Yeah. It's got, you can have lamb, beef, and chicken. Yeah, combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing Robbo's not mentioning, Jay, is Victoria was founded with criminals. South Australia wasn't.
I think we still are. I think we still are.
Funny.
Yeah, you should just carry around your own set of utensils. Wash them when you get home.
It's getting to that because those bamboo ones are useless.
Yeah, well, if I'd had a bit of money when the ban came in, I just would have gone to the supermarket and just cleaned the shelf all off, you know. But you can't get them now. What the stash that Robbo's wife has got, she better hold on to them because they're worth their weight in gold now.
Chris says he keeps the chopsticks in his car at all times.
No, we keep them because we have our Christmas parties and do's here, because I'm the only one with a big shed that everybody can fit in, and they just go back through the dishwasher again.
Yep.
And Chris says he keeps chopsticks in the car at all times. Is that for poking at other drivers, is it, Chris?
That's his concealed weapon, you know. He's become adapted.
Yeah, you could just see him, you know. Road rage, chopstick fight.
I don't know. You can be killed with an ice cream cone.
Tell you what, though, nowadays I'm becoming very plastic aware. Just with all of the bottles and stuff like that you don't even know if they're recycling it or not. Or, you know, what the heck are they doing with it? And there's so much plastic going on.
There's a firm, I think it's a Swedish firm or something like that, has done a deal with South Australia, and they're going to start building composite bridges, plastic jetties, and they float. And they're going to do the northern area of Adelaide, which is pretty much just one or two jetties in the northern part. They're going to start out by using foam ones, and then the factory converts over to fully recyclable composted stuff. and that's what they're all going to get made out of. And they've got they can last 100 years without needing any maintenance. So it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like something you might want to buy stock in.
Yeah. There you go, Robbo.
Mm.
Oh, KFC. Oh, John, you eat that stuff. Oh, man.
No. Read it properly. Read it properly.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't.
Wash them and lick them clean.
Yeah, KFS.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Blair, do you know what KFC stands for?
Tell me.
Kangaroo, fox, and cat.
I like that. I wish I could use it here in the States.
We had a vet here in Kingston that we used to call KFC because he was Canadian and he spoke French and he had Korean heritage. So he was a Korean French Canadian.
Wow.
Top bloke. He was a really good vet. Excellent bloke.
Yeah, I can only stomach KFC.
Hey, check the chuck. Check the chuck. It looked like it had moved.
Was that how your ring was going, Jay?
Just some thoughts should be kept to yourself, Sid. I'm sure Robbo's thought that some of the shit that's come out of my mouth.
Hello, somebody's having a bad weekend.
Why?
2 ambulances just went down.
Whoops.
So Sid, what are you selling in your store?
Oh, silver beet. Yuck.
What is
Garlic, tomatoes, silver beets like spinach.
that? Oh, okay. So
I'm just going to throw something out here that I don't think Robert likes it.
Good day, Neil. Back again. Good.
So I've got a bit of garden produce. We've got some plants. We've got my wood turned and recycled stuff. We've got pet treats. We've got clothing. We've got artwork. We've got dream catchers. Yeah, a bit of everything.
Do you have any of your turnings or anything like that?
Yeah. Yep. So I've got, I know you probably can't quite see it, but right down the back there, see the banner up on the wall at the back?
Yeah.
Well, that's my
Robbo can put you on full screen if he wants.
Wait on. Yeah.
So that white box below the banner's got the top of that's loaded up with my stuff. The shelf, everything on that's mine. The boxes on the floor in the front are wood shavings off the lathe that I can't give away, but I can sell.
Yeah, people are funny, aren't they?
So there's our art section. We've got a bit of jewellery stuff here, a bit more arty type stuff there. We've got a community bookcase down the back where people could just come in and take a book and drop one off, or just take a book or just drop one off. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's cool.
Bit of food in the fridge. This stuff that Robbo was complaining about, that's out of the community garden, which is out the back of the shop. Tomato and garlic in there as well, so it's not all bad. And then we've got someone who grows and propagates their own houseplants as well. So, yeah. That's a virtual tour of the shop.
Nice. You should take an hour and make just a whole bunch of tops and sell them for like $1 a piece or something like that. You get some.
Front there's a table down the back there with a fish bowl full of tops in it. And I sell them for $4 each.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
Ah, my baby's home. Hi, honey.
Oh, yeah, right, Neil. Yeah, I know iPads are funny things with this, apparently.
iPads or their owners?
All right, guys. Tammy's home, so I'm going to knock it on the head. You guys have a good day, good evening.
Yeah.
See you, Blair. Take care.
See ya.
See you later, Blair. You getting any rain up there, Neil, or not?
What was that, sorry?
No, I was asking Neil whether he's getting any rain at his place.
Oh, yeah.
But he's just across the well, not far inside the New South Wales border. Jesus. Not as bad as New South Wales are at the moment, or down on the Central Coast anyway. Not yet, Neil. Neil's asking, is the crack or bark inclusion been sealed or filled yet?
That's a bit dangerous. Feels like I'm about to have chips flying out of the screen at me.
Yeah, I was going to remind him in a minute, Neil. Just have a look at that barking. When you finish that cut, Jay, have a look at the bark inclusion down along the side there, or the sap vein at least.
Which one would you like me to look at?
No, that the one that's facing the camera now, that one, yeah.
Looks like it has a gap and then continues there.
Yeah, I'd be whacking a bit of CA or something into it. You got any coffee grinds yet or not?
Yeah, I've had coffee grinds for ages.
Well,
It's
put them in.
not heaps, but it's still some.
Yeah, whack them in there. Yeah, I agree with Neil on that. He said probably opens up and joins shortly. Glues a lot.
Yeah. All right.
Might pay to take the chuck off the lathe and come down from the top.
Yep. Can you pass one of those biscuits through the screen?
Yeah, right, yeah. There you go. You got it?
Yep, thanks.
Good.
Tastes like coffee.
No. Raspberry shortcakes. Don't drop it.
Yeah, I'm not. I've got my hand on the chuck too.
Neil says, no point in using coffee at this stage as it won't go in far. Just use thin CA. Glue larger groups with the coffee later. I think he means gaps.
Yep. He'll blame the autocorrect again.
He could mean goops. Hey, Robert.
G'day, Robert. How are you?
How you going, Robert? Yeah, it's a piece of red Gum Burl, Robert. I found it at in Victoria.
Don't tell a lie, you bloody stole it.
All right. Fair
I
call.
heard he got across the border before they caught him.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I had to get a border pass, right? But there was no one to check on the way there or the way home.
Oh, well, there is a thing at, when I went over to your place, there was a thing at Bordertown, I think.
Yeah, but it was only just after the full-on lockdown.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing. They had a COVID testing station, and that was voluntary.
Yeah. Oh well, that's where the border patrol control was, where that testing station was.
Okay, that was like in between Bordertown and Tailem Bend.
Yeah. Yeah, just let it dry out.
Yep.
Oh, you might as well do those few other fine cracks up along the top.
Yep.
Hello, young lady.
On the off chance this thing gets pulled down enough this morning, so on the off chance someone buys it, the grant's already snapped it out for tea.
Right, guys, I'm off.
Hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lathe is a Carbatech Mini.
The cheapest one that Carbatech had, basically, like $400, I think I paid for it. And the only thing that's gone wrong with it is the shit crap getting in the on-off switch. That's it. I only had a year's warranty on it, and I'm about 8 months, 9 months past that, so it's kind of going all right.
Yeah, it actually surprises me.
Other than the stalling side of things, which is after big at someone's house, is kind of annoying me now.
Nothing beats horsepower.
Yep.
Now, Jay, Neil is a CA expert, all right?
Yep. Is he the one that glues himself together, or that gluing project?
No, that was another mate. Neil's happiest when he's got some CA glue in his hand.
Yep.
And glitter.
That's all right. I like glitter too.
He's a glitter king, he is.
So you've got every color of glitter under the sun, then, Neil?
Yeah, just about. And he spreads it all over my bloody workshop. It takes me 2 years to get rid of it.
Oh, you never get rid of it. It's actually breeding in the corner somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I know. And he said we all start small on our lathes.
Yeah. You start with my budget, you're definitely going to start small. There's my glitter selection.
Yeah, that'd be right, Neil. Glitter is only for your place, bravo. Yeah.
I like the black glitter the most.
He daren't use it around his own place because it would get everywhere.
I'm just going to turn the lathe on quickly and step aside just in case stuff goes.
Now, wait on, just read what Neil said for you, all right?
Oh, yeah, just sawdust from down the bottom, from the ground. Isn't it? Who put the ground down so far? Do that with the lathe turned on or what?
On.
That's what I said. Wow. Just ripped it out of my hand.
Yeah, well, just watch that. You don't cut yourself on the edge.
And it filled in the cracks too. Did the screen just flash then?
No? I'm just going to make a cup of tea, Joe.
Yep. I like that bowl you turned that's sitting on Robbo's kitchen table, Neil. That's nice. Yeah. Yep. Left or right. I prefer the left, but I can do it right. I didn't realise I was ambidextrous until I started turning, to be honest. Everything else was just dominant left hand.
haven't been listening to Neil, have you, or reading it?
That's been up for 1 minute, Robbo. Okay.
And as Neil says, true up the outside before you go any further. Just do a couple of shear cuts down the outside just to get the rim back into the right thing. Otherwise, you're going to end up with narrow sections and wide sections in it. What are you doing, Joe? You got that part right before. True up the outside. See how it's got a ghosting in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to do it from the outside, on the outside of the bowl, not the rim. And the best way to do that is with a shear scrape.
You should try and figure out how to get StreamYard to work on one of your browsers or something, because every time you say something, Robbo's just said it.
Drop the handle down low and right round towards you. It should, doing that rim, it should be nearly parallel with the lathe. And close the flute right up. No, you're not far. I don't think you're far enough. Oh, you might be all right. But start down where the curve starts and then bring it up from there. Handle down low. Whereabouts are you cutting on the chisel there, Joe? No. Right up near the point it should be. Just off the point. And with the flute completely shut. And handle down low. No, you get it. No, and bring the handle right round. Bring the handle right round towards the lathe.
Then it catches on the side. And I'm cutting with the side of it, not the point. That's it. All right.
Yeah, there should hardly be any gap between the top of the flute and the bowl.
It's not cutting off the point though. It's cutting off the back, right on the point on the back here.
Right, we'll move your chisel back a bit then. But don't get it under 90 degrees to the timber. That sounds better. Don't try and take too much off. Just
Yeah.
that's what's causing the vibration. You're getting too much. Yeah, you still got the flute. You still got the flute too open by the look of it. You've got a spindle gouge, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right. Just get your spindle gouge, go and sharpen it for a minute.
All I'm doing is killing my shape.
Yeah, no, all right. You shouldn't be. Oh, yes, Neil. I wish I could reach through the screen and just turn the chisel around a little bit. That's the hard part about doing this part.
And to be honest, he did that the other day, and I kind of shit myself the first time he did it.
Rightio. Now, have a look at the screen. Okay, there's your gouge, right? This is the timber coming down. You've got to be cutting just off the edge of the gouge there, and that's the angle that it should be at the timber, about 45 degrees. And the chisel is horizontal with the spindle gouge, all right? Try that.
Oh shit, I'm going, yep, and I have a bloody microphone on me. Dickhead. Alright. Keep going. You don't have to go that far. Go from one extreme to the next. There you go.
Now the flute is perfectly straight up and down, like that. No, lift the handle up. Lift the handle up, horizontal. Now you can see where it's cutting, right? That's starting to look better.
Yeah, I just got. I'm sure I can sand those little lines out.
Yeah, well, no, you'll always get little lines when you shear cutting. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
So they sand out pretty easily. Neil says he's done it heaps of times with me, meaning I've reached across and moved his hand. You're not alone.
I just didn't expect it. That's all.
Right. Well, that's looking pretty good actually now as far as the outer round goes. So. No, it's still got heaps of room left in the bottom of it yet, Neil. I'd say it's probably got about 2 inches thick there at the moment. Open your flute out a little bit, Jay. You're getting it too straight up and down. Just check your depth, Jay. I reckon you still got about 2 inches underneath there.
Yeah, not far off, huh? To be honest.
No, depth.
Yeah,
Depth.
yeah, that's what I was looking at.
No, that's thickness.
Yeah, down here. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, whatever.
See how close I am. Yeah, still got 2 inches there, haven't you?
Yeah, at least. Getting very punky in there.
Yeah, well, start getting your sides out to the thickness that you want before you start taking any more out of there. Otherwise, it's likely to vibrate. And just check the CA in it.
Might put some more in them cracks, I think.
Right.
See the bark inclusion?
No, just a holder, Neil. Yeah. Hello, Eva. How are you, my dear?
How you
Feeling a
going,
lot.
Eva?
Feeling better?
You want to come in? Robbo can give you the link.
Ah, no, she doesn't want to come in. She's just having breakfast and wanted
Okay.
to say hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
And she doesn't want to come in. I'd probably be inclined to take that out on the chuck and
Yeah.
see that big sap vein along the bottom there.
Yep.
Fill it up. I'll
Yep.
put CA into it.
Yep. How you going, Mike?
G'day, Mike. Yeah, I reckon that runs right through the whole bowl.
Yeah.
You can see it down from the side here.
Yep.
Yeah, out there.
Yep. So I'm gonna do trees on the outside, burn trees on the outside,
Oh, yeah.
and then with one of the other tips, I'm gonna do like a grass effect down the bottom.
Oh, yeah. I'd give it a good dose down along that big crack in the bottom.
Yeah, I've already done that. I'm gonna let it soak for a little bit and then put some more on it.
Yeah. You've been going for 2.25 hours so far.
Oh, all right. Oh, I might knock it on the head soon then.
Well, it's getting close to your lunchtime, tea time anyway.
Another hour away, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was only one day that I actually felt like shit, hey, having tea later.
Yeah?
And that was the first day. Every other day I was fine. I felt a bit off, but nothing a hydrolyte or something didn't fix.
Yeah. Well, I generally have something to eat about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yep. Well, there's this sap bit here comes out there.
Yeah.
And look, see how punky it is just here?
Yeah. And Neil says soak it on the back faces too before leaving it overnight to dry.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
turn it upside down and
Yep.
give it a good dose. Neil saying fill a big bark inclusion at the base. I think it's a sap vein actually, Neil. It's not a bark inclusion, but the same result anyway.
Yeah.
It's a bloody big hole.
Yes. Wouldn't surprise me if this one around here meets up with it.
Yeah. No, if you're going to burn the outside, I'd make that part of the burning part.
Yeah. Just trying to save a bit of glue. Yeah, see, there's the crack in the middle.
Yeah.
It's really only that bigger pointy bit there.
And it looks like it comes up that side too towards the headstock. Just have a look. Might be just a grain in it, but
Are you talking about up there?
no, from the end of that big crack along the bottom towards the headstock end.
All right.
Just have a look and see. Is it a crack or is it a...
Goes right through to there. This bit here. I know, yeah. I reckon it is.
No. See the line across the bottom there? Have a right where your finger... No, lift your finger up.
Yeah.
Lift your finger up there. Now follow that crack towards the outside rim. I reckon that's got a crack up there. Has it or not?
No.
No, all right. Must be the grain.
Yep. Tip it up that for a while. It's leaking.
The alarm's probably set for him to go to bed, actually, Eva. and Neil says you need to buy CA by the litre like he does. Like I said, he uses a lot of CA. Hello, chopper one going out.
Yeah, rescue one. Well, you can see the daylight through that one.
Yeah, well, fill it up. Yeah, Mike says one day Jay is going to get a piece of wood with no cracks, bugs, inclusions or holes. He won't have a clue what to do with it.
I dread that day, Mike, I tell you.
But that's the luck with that. Unfortunately, is the luck of the draw with burls.
Yeah. Yeah. Justin was saying that's the same with the bells that he brought over. There was a lot of inclusions in them, a lot of gaps.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that you can't see a lot of them until you start turning it.
Yep. No, Eva, I haven't finished clearing out the wood. We're just doing some preemptive strike and trying to fill in some of the voids that it's got from the bark inclusions and the sap in this turns to like a really hard resin, and sometimes the tree just grows around it. So I knew this would take me a couple of days to do anyway. I'm not going to rush it. Yeah, I think I'll use half of this bottle either.
And then check it again in the morning and see if it needs some more.
Yep.
Now, it was up past 3 in the afternoon for us, Eva. I think that's Pop Shed's one, actually, Neil. It's the lot I bought when we were doing that big red Gum Burl bowl.
It's coffee shavings. Eva, coffee shavings.
Coffee grinder. And then he has got the other one, the hot stuff from Jim as well. I gave him all the bottles that I had for the simple reason I just don't use it. It was cluttering up my fridge.
Oh,
He needed more rooms for his rotten hot dogs. Didn't like that answer, Robbo.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you wanted me to ditch them, then I bloody forgot.
Sorry?
Them hot dogs in your fridge, in your office fridge, I was going to ask if you wanted me to ditch them, but then I forgot.
No, I ate them.
When?
Thursday.
You feeling all right or what? They didn't smell very nice.
No, they were right. Jeez, they had until there's that many preservatives in those things that I reckon you'd sit them outside for a month and still go on and cook them.
Well, thanks for coming in, Eva. Hope you have a good day.
Yeah, see you later, Eva. Hope you're feeling a lot better. Yeah. Neil says I've got a cast iron stomach as well.
You got a cast iron stomach, but your taste buds don't let much get past it, though.
Oh, that's true.
that was the other car, wasn't it?
You know what it is?
No idea.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Oh, well, I thought it was a carrot when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I must admit, I used to love raw carrots, but I can't chew them anymore, so I haven't had raw carrot for years.
You'd have a purified carrot juice.
Yeah. See you later too, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, thanks for coming in.
No, used to love raw carrots, but as soon as they were cooked, forget about it.
Mike says hello.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Those bloody pigeons are back again. You better bring that cat out.
It's only till someone mentions them that I hear them.
Neil says he's off too. It looks like he can leave that until tomorrow anyway. So
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, thanks for coming in, Neil,
Bye, Neil.
and your tips
Yeah.
and stuff.
see you later, Neil. Hope you keep dry up there.
We're in the dry spot, and some of those places would be up a tree, wouldn't it?
Neil's fairly lucky. He's fairly high. Halfway up a mountain, so
Oh yeah, it does help.
I only come out to give you a carrot.
On this, Skippy.
do 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 do. Do-do-do-dum.
Pumpkin and potato. Is
that better?
With roasted honey carrots, chicken, peas, and corn.
Sorry.
It's all right. Mike said he's been watching episodes of Pink Panther cartoons all week. Forgot how good they are.
I liked a Tom and Jerry page on Facebook, and now full Tom and Jerry cartoon episodes come up on my page now. It's quite cool. Sometimes sit there for an hour or so, cracking up laughing at it.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry, Bugs and Elmer, Roadrunner are my favourite. So I like the Coyote. You know the Coyote's never going to win, but you hope that he does someday.
Yep.
And he comes up with all stupid things like I used to think of, like giant rockets and things like that.
Tie an anvil to their leg.
Yeah. We built a giant Shanghai once out of car tubes and into the fork of a big tree. And we used a winch to bring it back, and we put a brick in it. See how far it'd go. Unfortunately, it went through a roof of a house 200 yards away and broke 3 tiles and came through the ceiling.
Oh, a little bit of force behind it.
And anyway, all our neighbours knew each other. Of course, there was only 5 or 6 houses around there when I was growing up, and his son was one of them that helped me build it. So we go down there. Well, Mr. Holt, we're very sorry. Yeah, well, you better bloody well fix it. So he was a builder. And anyway, him and my old man came up with a punishment. Robert and I had to fix his roof while they supervised, you know. So we had to lift some of the tiles off, put new tiles down there, patch the plaster, and like Mr. Holt, Len, as I knew him later on in life, but he was always Mr. Holt up until I was about 20. supplied the plaster and everything. And they guided us on how to fix it, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
now these days, of course, it'd probably be in jail and everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just for making the weapon, let alone shooting it.
Mm. But shit, it was a good Shanghai. Like Len and my father were very impressed at the engineering behind it.
Bloody rat bags. Yeah.
But it happened
Did
to
you
be
live
the
out in
only.
the country?
Sorry.
Did you live out in the country?
Oh, basically, yeah. Like we were 3 miles out of the main town, but it was basically new. You walked out into the scrub and picked your building block and put a house on it. You know.
Yep. Yep.
Like we lived in. There were 5 of us that lived in a 1-car garage for 5 years.
What do you?
What's the thing like? Rightio, a slingshot. No, a slingshot is a single thing. A Shanghai is like a fork like that with a rubber band that you pull back and launches it. Don't know what else we call them, a ging. But
Mike, another good show to look for. It's an Australian one. You might like it. It's actually a part of a show, and it's called Red Faces.
oh yeah,
You might like it.
Yeah, catapults. That's the word.
Yep.
Only catapults to me are the things on wheels, like
Yeah. Oh, the Romans had.
Yeah, that's right.
All
right, Mike. We'll see you later.
See you later, Mike. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I might knock it on the head.
Yeah, all right then. Good night, everybody, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be.
See you later. Thanks for coming in.